Excellency Speakers and Vice Speakers of the APA Parliament members, Madam Chair, Honorable Delegates, Honorable Secretary General of the APA, distinguished guests, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace and health be upon us all. First of all, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude and high appreciation to the APA Secretariat and the Grand National Assembly of Turkey, especially to Professor Dr. Mustafa Sentop for hosting this 13th plenary session. It is an honor to be here among distinguished parliament leaders and delegates from Asian countries. In this moment, I would like to emphasize that this parliamentary meeting is very timely in the middle of recent global uncertainty. Today, we are facing numerous dynamic and multifaceted global challenges such as security threats, economic uncertainty, political instability, as well as climate change impact. I hope this plenary session would become a new milestone for APA to actively engage in solving various global and regional challenges along with harnessing Asian potentials. Honorable delegates, Asia is on its way of becoming epicenter of growth. We are now witnessing its massive development, where the economy will account for more than half of the world GDP by 2050 or even sooner. With the immense growth, we may say that Asia is the center point and the future of the world. Not only we are blessed with the massive growth, we also are blessed and rich with demographic bonus, fast advancement of technology, diverse socio-cultural community, as well as huge economic and social capitals. These potentials must be endeavored as we are also facing challenges. Inequality and development gap, regional security issues, as well as complex domestic affairs are happening in our region. We also have to overcome the prolonged humanitarian crisis across the region due to external military interventions, civil wars, and repressive regime. Until today, we still perceive the endless sufferings of Palestinian people as impacted by occupation of Israel authority, human rights crisis against Rohingya people in Myanmar, discrimination and violence against Uyghur minority in Xinjiang province, as well as socio-economic uncertain situation in several other countries. Asian region is one of the most conflict-prone and most dynamic region in the world in terms of political security. Honorable delegates, we should seek multilateralism as the way for us facing the global dynamics. The spirit of multilateralism should be utilized to promote fair and inclusive cooperation amongst us, the Asian countries. Indonesia would like to highlight that multilateralism should overcome the geopolitical tensions, competition and rivalry, and also the unilateral arrangements which only resulted in distrust and misperceptions. Unilateral sanctions are imposed in a very biased way and in contrast with the spirit of diplomacy, dialogue, and equality. Sanctions should be imposed only for those who break international laws and violate human rights such as genocide, minority displacement, and ethnic cleansing. We also have noticed that multilateralism nowadays often deals with hypocrisy and double standards. For example, we are taking notes on Israeli-Palestinian crisis, Russia-Ukraine conflict, and issues of Afghanistan and Syria. For that, Indonesia would like to urge the APA members to move forward beyond the stigma and become the solution through our multilateral cooperation in this forum. In the multilateralism spirit, we may be benefited from the splendid economic and development growth in our region. As we are striving for a much better Asian region, APA should be the agent of change, not just routine business as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, as parliamentarians, we have moral and institutional responsibility to promote a closer, a stronger, and a fairer cooperation among nations. As parliamentarians in Asian countries, along with APA principles, we must be at the forefront of promoting dialogue and diplomacy in resolving conflicts and creating peace in our region as opposed to unilateral sanctions. Mutual understanding and cooperation among parliamentarians are a strong basis to support the development of Asia. To conclude, I would like to encourage all APA members of Parliament to continue to maximize and be benefited upon this forum. APA must take the opportunity to strengthen the spirit of regionalism and take more concrete and actionable actions. Indonesia is fully committed in strengthening regionalism and multilateralism as important frameworks of cooperation in building a more equal and more sustainable world. Thank you.